Oh, good evening, everyone. Evening. Turn that shit down. Buoy, no you. It's looking like we were already getting a pretty healthy grid going last. Still a little while to go until the race starts, and we already had like 15 odd people registered, so might be on for a pretty full grid here, which will be cool. I need to make sure the game's showing and remove this start thing. Get out of here. I'm not playing Richard Burns Rally. I'm not trying to record it, so there we go. Cool. Oh. Don't eat any cake until after the race, Colin. That's the right idea. Well, I haven't eaten any cake yet, so we good. But hey everyone, how's it going? How is it going? I have a feeling I've forgotten something. I can't remember for the life of me what it was. Where did we race last week? Actually, that's another good question. I've completely fucking forgotten where we raced last week. It was a circuit in the United States. Oh, it was Virginia, wasn't it? Duh, I'm stupid. Yeah. Why don't you tell us? It's not the most important thing ever, is it? Now I'm forgetting what track we're at this week. Watkins Glen. Where's that? Little ski. Watkins Glen. Let's just copy paste the setup. Should work, right? VIR and Watkins Glen are definitely the same track. No differences. Alright, let's stop that. Get that out of here. Do a little bit of driving. I did a little bit of fiddling around with the volume, actually. Stuff. Because I felt that the game's quite quiet. I mean, I get these Lotuses are a bit... They're not the loudest engined cars, but I did feel like the stream last week was a little quiet in terms of the game audio. But I'm gonna have to rely on you guys as to whether or not I'm now too quiet and the game is now too loud and I'm too quiet. What? I don't know. You'll be joining next season? Well, next season starts next Tuesday. So as long as you've got an SRS account that's all approved, and you have it all set up, you should be good to join. We got a... I'm not sure if this car has ever been featured in SRS before, but it's base game Assetto content, so it likely has at one point. I think it should be a fun little car. Things you need to doubt... Oh, well, not for this championship. Because obviously this championship's about to finish. That's what I have in the description at the moment, if anything. Next season will be all up when next season starts. But yeah, you can, whenever you look on the SRS homepage, it'll tell you what content is needed to join the race and what content you're missing. And then you can link to the SRS download page where they have redirect links to all the download sources for the content, or for all the content that's used in SRS. Obviously, you don't have to download everything that's on that page, just the stuff you need to join in the race that you want to join. guess we'll see you then. But yeah, so the car I'll reveal all a bit later, I guess. However, I am introducing a new track, which is gonna be, I think it's gonna be pretty spicy. The track from a rare breed that we don't see in Assetto Corsa, or well, I guess there aren't many of them in AC, or it doesn't get used in AC much, and you don't really see them in SRS all that often. So I think it's going to throw up quite a bit of a unique challenge, which is going to be really fun. No. There's more on about the track as well, would be an interesting challenge. The car, I think it'll throw up some fun racing. It's nothing crazy spectacular. It might have appeared in some random 90s cartoon about some dude who delivers some questionable white substances at high speed, but oh shit, that's the wall. But I will go no further than that at the moment. It's the race-tuned version of it that's available in base AC. I think it's a little bit quirky, but I think it works quite nicely as a, like, sort of entry-level, like, vintage touring car. So, I think it could throw up some fun. Oh, this thing just wants to understeer through here. Fuck no. Ugh, slip. I was originally going to run a very different car, but in the end it was quite similar to what Michael and Donnie are running. So I thought, fuck it. We'll throw something a little bit different in to the ring. Try and be a bit more unique. So we're going to be driving slow touring car around tracks that I picked out that were more suitable for bigger, faster cars, but I think it should still be a lot of fun. Ooh, that was close to the wall. No, hell no, not the Nürburgring full course. Nürburgring is nowhere to be found. Oh my god. Ooh. Big old twitch. Hey Raijin. Yeah, thanks for that. I will. Yeah, thanks Alexi also. Wish first piece 2 good racing setups. I'm not sure I've quite got that at the moment. I need to do a little bit of rethinking on this Lotus. But ooh. God, yeah, I'm just gonna go back to the pits. I'm driving like an idiot. What do we want to change? Try going down and click. Humidity at 126 is your front porch doing donuts of your lawn. My issue is I don't have any grass in the front garden. You're doing a lot of smoke. Not a garden then, is it? Well, I mean, it's what we call it. Shit. Well, let's try that. Is that the way I want to take it? That is the way I want to take it. Okay. Do that. The best pain you won't get tired. Oh yeah, hopefully there should be no tires left in the middle of the road here. Fucking stage. Can't believe that. We're so bogus. Let's see how this goes. It was simply my fault. Not my fault that they couldn't get the hitboxes right on some tires on the floor. Rubbish stage. Why am I going faster on the straight all of a sudden? Even though I'm losing my marbles. I couldn't tell you. I think still wants to understeer. You know, the main setting I want to change in this car is the one setting you can't change, and that's the brake bias. Brake bias would fix so many of the weird quirks of this car, but this is the one thing you can't change. So yes, there isn't a lot you could change in this car, but yeah, you can't change the brake bias. I'm getting hitbox brazed, except an overfilled concrete and rebar, probably. Can't you just change the brake power to R to the bias? No. No, that's not how it works. By changing the power, you are the bias stays the same. It's just the strength of the brakes when applied is less. You are making all the brakes weaker, not just one side. It's not like in RBR, for example, you can change each axle's braking strength individually. They're both connected to the same thing. And so you have an overall strength of the brakes that you can then change how you distribute it forwards or backwards. That's how it works in most racing sims. And that's where RBR is a little unique, because you can change it from... I mean, it's effectively what you're doing when you change the brake bias in any of these games anyways. Is that you are strengthening one side and weakening the other. It's just that it can happen dynamically at the turn of a switch inside of your car. Put way in the rear. Oh, that's interesting. This is the exact opposite. It's too far in the front for this. So this car, if you could see, it only wants to go one way under braking, which is dead in a straight line. So when you hit that brake pedal, you have committed to the line that you are taking, and you can't change that. Watch, if I hit the brakes here, Okay, it kind of did turn, but nowhere near as much as I should have. From turning the wheel that hard on the straight, I would have thrown myself straight into the barriers. But the car didn't want to. It does definitely feel better, this setup now. All these little tweaks I've done. It's a little bit more slippery, but that's kind of what I wanted. How long we got to the race? Oh, not long. That time's gone pretty quick. It makes me realize the test track isn't meant to have a 16-car race. Yeah, who would have guessed the Top Gear test track, which is effectively a figure 8, was never built for racing. To be honest, I did find a mod track in AC that uses the like slip roads and runways of this like German airport that recently closed down. And it's actually like it's a like ridiculously stupid track because it has like no safety features whatsoever. So like there are no proper barriers or anything. There's just like a little start gate and the pit area, but like it's unironically a really fun circuit. Like the layout is actually quite enjoyable. Oh my god, and the chaos of the fact that like you can crash into an aeroplane or spin out from running over a light in the middle of the runway. You know, just kind of adds to the the uniqueness of the track, you could say. But it's unironically, it was a really fun layout. It'd never get converted into a racetrack in that configuration because it just wouldn't work. It also used a couple of like the exterior roads that were next to the airport, so that would make it even harder to work. But it was a really cool idea for like a concept. Let's see, let's save that. I think that felt better. I didn't go any faster in any of those runs, but I did feel like it was an improvement. I think we want to get out of here. Yes, because the server will be starting soon. Alright, take care. Let's get into the actual server. And we can, if I can type, holy cow. Because apparently I can't. Hey Tim, how's it going? Okay, is there just no SRS server up yet? I think I jumped the gun a little bit. I jumped the gun a little bit on the server. Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks. Yeah, it's going to be interesting tonight. Final round of the championship. I know who's going to win. Ooh, 20 cars, nice. Pretty healthy grid for the final round here. Yeah, should be fun. Should be fun. Watkins Glen is an awesome track. Works in just about anything, so. Don't see any reason why it won't be fun. Okay. Ping on the setup. Let's see who we got. Mateus, Batia, Yari, Lucas, myself, Phil, Alexi, Max, Michael, Hanu, M2, Tim, Paul, Stuart, Juan, Diego, Stephen, Ian, Julius, and Nero. And then, obviously, the obligatory SRS TV. Propping up the field. Time to see how you do in no practice. Oh boy. Yep, best of luck to yourself too, Tim. Whoa. Oh my god. Bloody hell. All over the bloody shop. Oh, let's see what we can do. Because I don't have much of a clue. It's Watkins Glen, which is a track that I usually run quite well at, but we're also up against some very fast guys who I expect are also pretty good at Watkins Glen. Plus, this car is one that kind of hasn't been... I haven't been as competitive in this car as I maybe would have wanted to have been. Its handling quirks do kind of mess with how I tend to approach my driving. Nonetheless, it's still been a pretty fun championship. I need to figure out how to do that chicane. The car isn't as agile as I want it to be on entry. Oh, do it! Ah, oh, god. I'm sure I gave Alexia a bit of a Code Brown moment there. Oh, these tires are cooked. Oh. Goodness. To be very careful on that throttle now. Oh, I just went in a little too hard there. And kept it lit up when I really shouldn't have. Should have just been focusing on backing the fuck out. God, these gear issues keep tripping me up here. A lot of these corners really seem to just kind of be in the right on the edge of the transition point between two gears. Ugh. This is not looking good. Oh, that person's going straight. I think that's Alexi going straight on at the chicane. Oh, nailed it. Car wants to get loose into this corner though. I'm going to try my best to stop it. Oh, Alexi has taken the rogue line here. He's off. Not sure what Nero's doing. Surprised we haven't run out of practice yet, but it's been good because this lap's not going to count towards anything because the timer is already up, but it's helped me sort of click in with this track a little bit better, so I'm a bit more better prepared for qualifying. God damn it, Michael. Oh, practice over. Oh, forced C back on the curbs there. Goodness. Almost added that bot as a moderator. I'm sure that would have been a fantastic strategy to employ. I should get out there and start qualifying. Probably. God damn it. Oh, I need to... Should I type whilst driving? Awkward. I don't have the optimized setup for doing that. Not sure if taking that shorter chute works in qualifying. So I'm not gonna risk it. He wasn't? Wasn't what? Being cheating, taking the short chute. Oh, understeer. Fine, let's see what we can do here. I don't think it's going to be much, but we'll see. catching up to a bit of a gaggle of cars up here, I see. Mateus going fastest. I'm going to assume I'm going to be nowhere near that. Need to make sure I could put a bloody clean lap in the first place. Oh, thank you, Alexi. I'm gonna go miss the apex and get on a slide. Yep, fantastic. Brilliant way to end the lap. Oh, get loose into the next corner as well. Yep, fantastic. Only the most professional Lotus driver here. 204.8, that puts me second. Alright. Well, more than I was expecting. It's likely gonna drop very soon. See if I can go any faster this lap. There's definitely more time left in that bottle. Just gotta get it out. All over those curbs. Mattia put in the fastest lap. Ah, interesting. Couldn't stand seeing me ahead of him. Went into Ultra Instinct mode. It's probably just that the track is script up now. Ian got a little wobbly there. Not sure what he's doing. Started to move on the straight. Just thinking he was going to move out of the way. Something killed my chances of improving. Yep, it has. Yep, Alexi went faster than me. Damn it. I was definitely a better lap. Not sure what he was doing, but it was in my way. Yari go. Tia fastest again. He's on a roll. But it looks like he's already going to get one more lap in, so I'm going to have to make this lap count. Could have probably gotten 2 more in. I wasn't impeded. Break myself out of that scenario. Apparently Content Manager yanked a lot of your livery previews. Interesting bug. I don't think I've ever heard of that before. I'm used to it. I've heard many a time, and I mean, I had it happen to me many a times where it decides it's just going to forget my control config. I don't think I've ever seen it before where it's deleted previews, though, for liveries. got the underpower down quite nicely there, but we'll see. Alright, final lap. Here we go. That was already kind of bad there. Mattia fastest again. Almost into the 202s. Can Matthias respond with a 202? He's pretty much going to have to. Try and keep the car hugged up nice and tight there. I'm going to be looking out for that line on the track. Jam on the anchors down. Get it slung through the chicane. Bit too much on the curb. Lick the grass a little bit, which isn't ideal, and I'm sliding into this corner, but we're going to keep going. I have no clue whether or not I'm up or down on time. He forgot fuel load. Damn. Test went... Oh, he was just off. It was like 200ths. Crazy stuff for pole position. Anyways, I shouldn't be focusing on that. I should be focusing on my battle for top 5 to top 10. You're joking me. Still went faster, so I'll take it. Could have been even fast. Could have been into the 203s. He just had to be there in my way. Wasn't even on a lap. God damn it. That's twice he impeded me. Looks like he impeded Alexi as well. Ah, that would have put me ahead of Phil as well. Ah. Alright, 2 minutes. That's pretty long lap time. Okay. Divided by 1, 2, 3. 9 laps. So if I fuel for 10... should be good. That's 11 for 20. Okay. I guess I'll just run 20 litres. I think that'll be more than enough to get me to the end. Best of luck, whoever's listening in. This is going to be a fun one. I hope. We could also get car bowling into turn 1, which wouldn't be nice. I got behind me Alexi and Stuart, Michael back there, and Tim with M2 ahead. I've got Phil, Yari, Lucas, Mateus, and Mattia. First time Mateus doesn't start on pole, so it's going to be interesting to see. Is he finally not going to win a race? Behind... No! No, please. Yeah, best of luck to yourself too. Okay start from me, but nowhere near as good as the start Phil got. Holy cow. He is on a mission. Lucas got properly sandwiched out of that one, and I got a fantastic run out of the corner. Oh, Phil's on the grass. No. I don't think I'm really going to get the slipstream from Yari here, but Lucas is definitely going to have mine. And get ready to break down into the chicane for the first time. Forget that this car only goes straight under braking. Lucas definitely did that a lot better than I did. Oh, Mateus, he's gotten it all wrong. That's going to allow me to sweep up under Yari. Right, I'm kind of compromised onto the wide line here, but I think it's actually going to work out. So I'm going to clear both of them into this next corner. Can I get the good enough run out of here? I'm not sure. Suck out of this corner, so no surprise they're going to beat me out on here. Nice and steady through there. Oh, I'm going to miss the apex by a country mile here, but I might just be able to get down enough power. Whew, that was an eventful first lap. Breaking it down into third gear. Trying to get back on the power as hard as I can on corner exit. Looks like that might have worked. Those two ahead are definitely faster and just going to keep pulling away off into the sunset. But that's okay. We might be able to wrangle a podium here. Albeit, I do think Yari and Lucas are probably a bit faster than I am here. So we'll see how that goes. But I'll try my best. Oh, I got that very wrong. Gonna put Yari back hot on my heels. Oh, big slide. But I might have just shaken him off enough. I think to thwart him into trying anything into here. I'd be correct about, but I'm going to get this corner massively wrong. Hello there. Going to force me into play very defensively through there. Basically a cork in the bottle at the moment. We're going to go way off track here, which isn't going to help me, but it's okay. Yeah, he's going to have the advantage on me uphill here. More grip on the track than there is off it. That's going to put him in a fantastic spot here. Braved him into the braking zone. And he's opened the door for Lucas. Oh, I'm getting quite slidey through here. That seemed to work nicely though. Yari's in a difficult spot now. He's got to keep the he wants to keep the pressure on me, but he's also got to thwart the pressure from Lucas behind. Lucas has lost the pressure from Stewart, so he can go full attack on Yari. I should have lifted off the brakes sooner. God damn it. Oh my god, I'm really corking bottling them. I Should have braked a bit more. I'm all over the fucking road at this point. He's definitely going to have a better run on me out of here. So I'm quite sure what was going to happen there. But we are all bottled up so tight now. We're not going to go 3 wide here, are we? I don't think so. Oh, that really stalled Lucas up there, which is perfect for me. I can get away a bit. Reek. Cool down a bit. Collect myself. Get ready for round 2. Oh, someone's gone very wide back there. I think that's Yari, who's got a full victim to Stewart. We got the whole gang getting up behind us here. Looks like Phil's coming up into the mix too. Recovering from his early mishap. I can't quite tell who's that behind Phil. Oh, very slippery. My rear left is a little bit on the toastier side of things, which isn't ideal. Be a little careful how I approach things. Seems to be back to normal now. Lucas seemed to get a better run. My runs out of that final corner seem to be quite weak. Mateus into the 201 territory. Well, so we've jumped down into the 204s. Well, I'm really holding these guys up, aren't I? I've missed the apex. Fantastic. Stubborn cork, indeed. I've not kept it on the track turn 1 for the last few laps. I should be ashamed of myself. Lucas has gotten a mega run up here that I assume from me running wide. He's going to take all the slipstream he can get. Oh! Shit, I got on the grass. I can't tell if he's gone. He's still there. He was like right in my blind spot, and I was like, oh no. He's gonna, I think he's got me here. Unless he outbreaks himself. Oh, he got very wide. There, he didn't get a good run through at all, but he's going to try me up the inside into here. Oh, he's going to duck out of that. Thinks better of it. He's going to try and come back at me here, which I think is definitely going to work because I got an appalling run out of there. Fair fucking play. And I need to try and rebuild a run on him. Try and cancel out my run on Yari. I had to sort of lift up a little bit there. Oh my god, the run. Ooh. Unfortunate for Lucas, he got fucked there. And that traffic had no clue where to go. Seized the opportunity and I took back third. Whew. That was rubbish. God damn it. I just suck for this final corner, holy cow. Get that power down, keep it on the track, nice, nice. It's giving me a bit of nice room to work with on Yari, but he's got the run on me again up the hill. I wonder if they're running 4th gear up this hill whilst I'm running 5th. It definitely does seem to be bogging down in 5th gear. See what kind of run he's going to get on me here. I don't think it's going to be enough to try anything unless he's very daring. Which I don't think he's going to be. He's not going to be. He's going to let me hold on to my ground into the chicane. And I'm going to hold through this turn. Ooh, very sideways. Oh, saved it. Gonna force them to go the long way around if they want it. My tires are a bit toasty, so I really gotta wrangle this thing. Yeah, I didn't get a good exit. We're all corked up again. This, ladies and gentlemen, is why you don't let me in front of you. Because this happens. Oh, he's going to get a run on me out of here, though. Is he going to plan on doing anything about it? He is. He's going to chase me down the straight. Oh, big slide. That's caused him to back up. Hammer the throttle way too soon. Yeah, I lost out there. I've gotten very loose. Very careful there. Oh, yeah, I got loose. Oh, shit. Gone wide into the wall. Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck it. Oh, my days. Okay, there's still time. Not much time, about 2 laps. Yeah, okay, 2 laps to go, I think. Not sure they gained so much speed on me up the hill, actually, still. Oh, there's a lap car in the wall there. Oh my god, Mattia's binned it. He's now down in 3rd. Stewart messed it up there. Slammed me through. It's gonna get extra spicy now. One more lap will settle it. This is going to be crazy. 2nd through to 4th is all on the table. Got an okay run out of there. Oh no, Hanu disconnected. Rip. They got better exits than I did again. Final lap, here goes. So I got a pretty good run up the hill. Trying to keep the steering as little as possible. I don't quite have the advantage of the slipstream like those guys have. His Yari's gonna send one up here, I'm pretty certain. Head door to door. Oh my god! Oh my god. I tried to push a little too hard there. Cost me. Okay, get the car turned in. Lucas is out of reach. But 3rd place is still definitely on the table if luck goes my way. Might not be. Looks like I might have to settle for P5. Yari looks to be too far back to do a move on Mattia. Oh, I'm almost in the wall. Oh, crikey. What a finale. Oh, my goodness. What a finish. Man, that race had so many twists and turns. Yeah, no, I still hate this car. Oh, no. Oof. Where did you finish in the end? 12th. Ah, unlucky. Yeah, pretty decent pace, though. Oh! Man. That was insane. Cheers, Lucas. Yeah, congrats on the second place. Oh, that was hard work. That was hard work. Oh. I need to open my window. Hang on. There we go. I don't care if it's raining. I'm absolutely roasting after that. Alright, let's get myself signed up for the next race before I forget. 4 or 5 cars together the whole race. I think so. We were incredibly tight the whole way through. It was crazy. Whew. That was nuts. I think I got an incident point though, because there was one lap where Yari got very loose. I crapped my pants and just straightened the wheel, and I was like, oh no, I'm going into the wall. Crap. Oh, yeah, I was a roadblock. Oh, God. Phil here got an amazing start, though. He got the launch right. Look at that. He was going for it. Oh dear, clutch wasn't working, so got a jump start into pits, then got sabotaged by Julius. Ah, it's unfortunate. Let's see what happened to Phil here. Oh, he gets... Okay, so I got a blistering run around the outside. Why is he driving? Oh, he gets loose on the curbs. Ah, running those curbs is a risky game. It's a very risky game to play, and he paid the price. Ooh, ooh, Stuart into the wall there as well as Phil. I think Phil got into the wall too there. No, he just missed it. Yeah, that wall can really take you out. Yeah, you ate wall. This chicane was a lot tougher than it usually is. Because, of course, you hit the brakes and the car just wants to go straight. Let me know, Yari got a run on Mateus, and Mateus just kind of went, no. I really know that was pretty sketchy, actually. I'm not really sure what to think about that. Yeah, he was understeering, but on the brakes, like that was. I mean, it's good he had Yari behind him, otherwise that probably would have been a crash. Oh, look at the margins. Yeah, that killed Yari's momentum just enough to get me in the lead of this little group. Oh, the margins were so fine all race. Yeah, it was. I mean, Watkins Glen works for everything. This car is a bit stubborn. I didn't want to get turned into some of these turns as much as I would have liked it to. I'll be honest. Ooh, 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 look at Lucas getting very loose into there. Ooh. Yeah, not the best, not the most fun I've had at Watkins Glen, but it's... Or not the best driving experience I had around Watkins Glen, but definitely one of the most fun races I ever had around this track. I got very loose there, so I had to go pretty defensive. On Yari, and Chicane claimed a few scalps. It always does. Yeah, he got a mega run on me here, and it came down to a test of braking. He whacked on the brakes. I was a bit later than him. Well, yeah. That should be. If you drive a car that can't jump the curbs at Watkins Glen, what are you doing? It kind of palmed Yari off into Lucas. I went very wide here, which allowed them to catch right back up. I was really bad through this through that last corner and into the first sector. Yari actually sized up a move here. I got a bit loose. And then I full throttled it off the track. Cheeky, maybe. But I mean, I'm technically slower off the track, and I saw the gap was clear, so I was like, I'm coming back on. Sod it. Except the right idea let me through so I could bin it on the exit. Yari had nowhere to go. He didn't really want to dive into Lucas, so he kind of just had to back out of it. Lucas tried, but he eventually backed out of it also, which really clogged both of them two up. Cheers, Stuart. And then, yeah, see, Stuart catches up, Phil catches up. And I think that's Alexi and Michael just behind there. Let me check. I went the wrong way. Yep, Alexi and Michael, yeah. So, big old train starting to form. I butchered that corner again, yeah. Cheers, Tim. Yeah, Lucas broke free of this group. I think he got... Yeah, he was ahead. And he started reeling me in. Whilst Yari had to try and defend from those guys. Why did this happen? Oh, yeah. Here we go. Yeah, Lucas got an amazing run on me up here. I tried to do what I could, but in the end, I decided to just let him go. And I figured he'd probably screw it on the chicane, so I was like, sod it, I'm going for it. But I dipped a wheel into the gravel here, which wasn't ideal. But I mean, this car, that's the beauty of the size of this car. There's a lot of space to play with. Like, I was worried we were going to crash here, but there's like 3/4 of a car's width. So much room for battling. And I just drove it up hard as I could on the inside. Ooh, pretty tight there. I just outbraked him into the corner, but I had to run wide. Left the door open for him, but he couldn't quite make any use of it. Covered off there, but he's going to get a really good run on me into here. I'm going to try and drive it around the outside. If it actually works, I was surprised. I think he was a bit cautious on the exit, which allowed me to get up through. Pretty park it on the apex. He tried to look for a move here, but he backed out of it. He didn't fancy it, but he lined me up, hook line it. He knew it. I think he'd sussed out that I was pretty shit for this last corner. So, got me into a defensive line, hook line and sinker. He could just breeze right on through. I think that a side draft might have come into play a little bit, helping us equalize. Because he didn't get away as much as he probably wanted to. But he definitely does clear me into turn 1. I sort of bleed off the throttle here so I don't crash into the back of him. Then, as we come up the hill... Yeah, I got a really good run on him, again. I think he went a bit deep in here. Not quite. Oh yeah, it's when this happened. Lapped car. Lapped car looks like he's going for the apex. Lucas goes around the outside, but the lapped car then starts moving out. I don't really know what he was doing here. He starts moving up. I think he assumed that Lucas would have wanted the racing line, so he moved off of it. But Lucas was assuming he was going to take the racing line, so he goes around the outside. And that led to these two tripping over each other, so I was like, alright, I'll take it. So did Yari. I do think this is a problem with sim racing, though, is that the people who know the proper... I think lapped cars tend to worry too much when faster cars approach them as to what's the proper way to approach things, when sometimes it's as simple as just holding your line. If a lapped car holds their line, the faster car can find a way around them. That's all you really need to do as a car that's about to be lapped. But I think a lot of them get too panicky and try and, yeah, rabbit in the headlights, basically, yeah. They try and jump out of the way, but, you know, last-minute Dave moves aren't really gonna help you out at all. Because people are usually planned out what they're gonna do a couple of seconds before they do it. You know? So... Oh yeah, I lost the rear here. Yeah, in SRS, it's a rare situation. Yeah, I think that was the guy with 0 rating. Great place to learn avoidance and multi-class on door. But yeah. I can understand why, like, slower cars do get really nervous when faster cars approach them. I fully respect that. But they do... It is a little bit annoying because they retroactively make the situation worse for everyone by them panicking. Not only for themselves, but also for the cars that they're trying to let by. This is also where, like, having, like, proper communications between everyone would be a lot more convenient. Because I've started running in races more with some community lately, who do, like, really cool racing and, like, race from AC, R-Vector 2 and stuff. And, you know, the fact that we have we always use voice chat during the races, and pretty much almost the whole field is in these voice chats. Obviously, it's pretty unrealistic for SRS, but, you know, when everyone's all in a voice chat, the car who's coming up to lap you could be like, hey, I'm gonna stick to the left here. And then you know, it's like, okay, I know where he's gonna be. I'm just gonna tuck on through. Oh yeah, bloody hell, these two have a run. Lucas had nowhere to go. I was scared he was gonna try and force a 3 wide there, but he didn't. I got very ship shape here. Just got a bad bounce off the curb. I got into a bit of a snake. Yeah, not the greatest rejoin. Sorry about that, Lucas, if you're still watching. He definitely shit his pants there. But yeah, that's the thing. When you lack communication, it does make things a lot harder. Because you can't really sort of do the same old, like, planning and negotiation. Oh, yeah, here. Is it here? Yeah, watch. Yari gets very loose. As I'm getting a run on him, I'm like, oh no. So I just straightened up my wheel a bit more, I think. You can see I straighten up the wheel. And then I'm like, oh no. Wall. And then I tried to quickly duck out of the way because I saw Stuart come flying behind me. I was like, he is not going to be able to change his line. And, a bit of rally crossing there. Yeah, I absolutely pancaked the barrier. No harm, no foul, really. Yeah, I made an honest mistake. I made a mistake trying to avoid his mistake. I put me behind Stuart. And then, yeah, what happened to Mattia, actually? I thought I was in the Fiesta. Yeah, what happened? What did happen? I guess he got into an accident. Oh my god, yeah, that front end is... Oh, no! No! Oh, no. again. He moves on... He's like all the way up there. And he moves down. So Mattia, sorry, moves up right as he moves up. Ah. Ah. Again, it's the same point. Yeah, a lot of these people... It's a shame, a lot of these people make life a lot harder for themselves. He's driving with a broken car. I'm pretty certain at this point. And let's go on board. Let's see. Oh, is this keyboard? I think he might be playing with a keyboard. But yeah, that car is definitely broken. You could see it does not want to go straight anymore. So he's fighting this thing like you can't believe. Yeah, the car's damaged and he's on keyboard. That's where the steering wheel is like perfectly straight, you can see. And he's trying his best to keep it off the walls. Ah. Should have pit, ideally, but... No, it's definitely not gamepad. Gamepad would not be... This twitchy AC. Ugh. He tried to... It's unlucky. Was he leading when that happened? Oh, he was as well. Oh, no. He was leading. Unless D-pad... Well, yeah, some kind of digital inputs, like 0 on, or 1-0, rather than any kind of axes. Ah. That's so unlucky. So unlucky. Props to him for carrying on and finishing the race, though. But... It's safe to say... Old matey boy got a trial by fire for his first AC... Or first SRS race. Oh, you're still on the grass here. You're still thinking it was the Fiesta, eh? I mean, if it was the Fiesta, that probably would have worked. Just plow across the grass every lap. Yep, I'm still in it. Ah, it's so unfortunate. For, like... Again, as I said, like, you know, I fully respect why rookies get into panic. Oh, shit, yeah, it is TT time. Ooh. I fully respect why rookies get into the amount of panic that they do. Yeah, I'm in the Audi race. Hopefully. I should be registered. I've seen Rallycross Exige. But yeah, like, I fully understand why these rookies get, like, flustered and stuff when, like... Oh, I was nearly 3 wide there. That was a bit touch and go. I got very loose again here, which fucked any chance I had of really trying anything. And that was that. But that was an awesome race. Get the fuck out of here so I can get in TT. But yeah, as I was saying, I fully understand why rookies get really flustered when, like, faster cars approach them, because they don't want to be a hindrance, you know? But I think as well, you know, a big problem that they run into is that, for understandable reasons, because they're still new to sim racing, they don't really understand the proper etiquette and way to approach things. And so they panic and they don't really know what to do. And it leads to complicating scenarios more than it really does solving them. You know, he might have thought, oh shit, you know, I moved out of your way, what are you doing? But in reality, when you look at it, it's like, well, what am I looking at? I'm Magellan. What was last week's track? I fucking won there and I've forgotten what track is. Oh yeah, Algarve. Yeah, that's why I forgot, because it's garbage. Terrible track. Any hints to what car I've chosen for the next series? It's... Okay, so it is a... Hang on, my brain is fighting because I'm trying to do 2 things at once. I'm trying to think what setup I want to use. Wait, what track? I think this setup should work for here. So yeah, the car is... So it's a racing variant, kind of a car of an old 80s shitbox that was used in some cartoon to deliver some suspicious white substances. That's all I'm gonna say. And we're gonna be running it at tracks that I had originally picked for a car that was much, much faster, and then decided at last minute that I was gonna change. So it's gonna be pretty slipstream happy. Big box on tracks where you can stretch your legs a bit. But there's also going to be a lot of space for racing. I think it's going to be quite fun. Also bringing in a new track, which is going to be the St. Petersburg Street Circuit. If you ever watched IndyCar, you'll know exactly what track I'm thinking of, what I'm talking about. And that's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of Samara, goddammit, Adam. I'll say, hey Adam, how's it going? We should get what? Oh my god. Grass. Been better. Well, hopefully it does get better. Shit, curb. God damn it. Ate the sausage, can't want it to... Oh my god, I got bloody hiccups. Ate the sausage, can't want it to do nothing but go straight. I had none of my bullshit. It's like, no, you're meeting gravel. I just kind of had to accept it. I think I might try rolling back to the Spa setup. If I remember correctly, for Portimao, I sort of straightened the car up a bit more. So I'm wondering if the Spa setup would be more beneficial. Be willing to slip around a bit more. I'll let him explain himself when he gets back, but he definitely... His eye definitely seemed better, Michael. He was, but yeah, I'll leave that for him to explain when he gets back. Looks like it's a lot better now, which is good to hear. Tell us what's to it. Oh yeah, no wing. Let's see how this drives, though. Don't think softs will last this week. Interesting. I could not tell you if that's the case or not. Cool, not checked all the Discord today. Oh, bloody practice ended. Right, I was about to try the new setup. Ah. I'm just going to take a load of fuel out of this thing and then just do laps. Actually, wait. I go. Wrong car, lol, ignore me. Alright. Oh, we got M2 in here as well. And Matteo, so I know who's going to win this race. It's Matteo. This car's a bit harder to spin than the Trans Am, so I don't think I'm going to get lucky Matteo spin again. Oh, I'm in the gravel. Let's hope this setup gives me the bit more freedom that I was looking for in the car. It feels more free, I can tell you that much. It's trying to kill me under braking. I have not checked the pressures out at all, so I have no clue if the pressures are going to be any good. They could be complete garbage. I'm just going to pray that they are not. Hope we have a car off in the grass. It's a Wild Michael rally crossing in the TT. Probably back off, actually. Can't join you now this evening, got things to do. Fair enough, fair enough. Oh, it's not good. Shame as it was very... Yeah, it was very close, yeah. Couple more laps and... Or an actual qualifying result, you might have been able to have snatched it all. It's gonna be a bit harder this week, though. Mateo's here, so, But, I mean, I guess we could still have a pretty awesome battle, so... Yeah, it's a shame you're not here, but, hey-ho! Got next week, and the week after that, and the week after that. And then the week after that. No clue what's coming up next season, apart from... the car Donnie and Michael have picked, because they've announced it already, and what I've picked, provided Enrique doesn't tell me to bugger off, and whatnot. That's all I know. This thing feels a bit understeery. Put the fourth, that's okay. Maybe do a shrink in the gearing a little bit. Give me a bit more speed down the straights. Setup does feel pretty good here, though. Try whacking the brake bias down a little bit. Crap. Alright, well, I guess it's no one near me on track, so I'm just gonna go back to the pits. Enjoy the rest. Yep, I will do. Cheers to it. See you next week, hopefully. It's good fun racing you as always. I guess I could drop the... down a click, down a click, down a click, down a click, down a click. Can't go down a click more there. The pressures are at the lowest at the front, I think. I don't really know what I want to change there, so I'm not going to bother doing anything. I'm going to do 2 clicks up there. A couple more clicks up there. this down a little bit. Let's see what this gets me. Alright, see you next week, Tim. Okay, so it's feeling a little bit better. Definitely feeling better. Kind of feels a bit more free in the ways I want it to be. Which is good. Yeah, it's like it's on rails now. Cheers, Playwright. Awesome to hear. Hope you're enjoying what you're seeing. As I try and drive this car and fail. Hey, Adam. See you back. Let's see. I think this should be better on the old gear ratios. It didn't really feel much better at all. Fantastic. However, I am 3 temps up, so it's okay. Still somehow sat in 4th place. Nobody's come and beaten that. Which is fine. I'll take it. Hopefully I can maybe move up a little bit more. Look at me going all influencer mode. What do you mean? Oh, that's a big improvement. Setup changes are what? Wonders. Holy moly. This thing is on rails. Oh my god. Yeah, look at it. It's just on rails. About leaving likes and stream. Hey, I mean, gotta show courtesy to people who respect the stream. Guess clearly you don't. I see how it is. Oh, I crapped it there. It's cost me a lot of time. However, I'm gonna salvage more. Not quite when I found those miracle 2 seconds, but 1.5 seconds is still a beefy improvement. I'll take it. Definitely a bit more I can chip off. $6 on it right now. You really gonna count it? I didn't. Oh, I'm not looking at the light counter. I don't see it. I only have one screen, so can't have too much cluttering the screen because I need to see the game. The only stream thing I have on the screen is the chat, and if I need to fix something on OBS, I bring OBS up. But other than that, nothing. Fuck that. Might still be able to make a smidgen of an improvement here. I don't think I am going to make a smidgen of improvement here because my tire is cooked. Fantastic. Yeah, not getting anything more out of that. Okay, back to the bits we go. Oh, it's gonna be close. Oh, Martin's in the pit lane though. I'm within a second of Mateo's time. That's pretty respectable. M2 is gonna improve. Oh, but he didn't really. Oh no. Michael out on a lap, he is. Oh, was that a cut though? He's ran it right to the edge. Oh no, it wasn't. He's improved up to 5th. Nice, nice. Alright. Let me work out the fuel. Would be helpful, wouldn't it? Wow, my calculator doesn't want to work. It's fantastic. Oh, there you go. Okay. 20 times by 60 divided by, what's it, 136. That would be 96 seconds. 12 and a half laps. That's how much fuel we want. So I guess I'll put in 45. I think that should be more than enough. It looks like most people are staying on the mediums. Or the soft, sorry. I'm going to drop out a PSI here. Let's see, they're still on the soft. So yeah, I'm going to run the soft. Gamble. It's always worth it. Oh no, M2 got cut penalty last turn. Unlucky. Oh, and he's disconnected. That's even more unlucky. Right as the lights come on, it means he's going to have to start from the pit lane. Mateo did not get a good start there. So Evgeny is closing right in on him. Oh no, rip. By me, Martin, and then Michael. Michael made some good moves up on that start. Actually, no, I think we might be staying in formation. Stuck in third person cam. Oh no. That's unfortunate. Oh, maybe a little too much of that curb. No, we're good, we're good, good, good. Evgeny's gone a bit deep, but it's going to work out for him. Can't believe how quickly this day has changed for me. Woke up, stayed in bed. Oh my god. It was a bad place to start reading it. I should have shifted up to 4th. I'm an idiot, so I didn't. DDF of a practice race, ended simulating the lost all power and was down in bed for 2 hours. Ah, that's unfortunate. Okay, thank god this thing is ABS. I was worried I wasn't going to get it stopped there and lock up. Understeer. Oh, Mateo puffing up a bit of gravel there. Turns out there are 3 of us in this house and none can check out the food in the kitchen. Last I ate something time to be expired by 2 weeks. Oh no. That does not sound ideal. And usually, as long as it's not like moldy and stuff, it should still be okay. Depends on what it is, I guess. I am no expert in this, so please take what I say with a grain of salt, but just kind of from the common knowledge that I've had ingrained into me. Yeah, I've been trained to get into the habit of always checking dates and making sure food doesn't go off and stuff before eating it and whatnot. I think Evgeny just has the edge on me. Looks like Martin's fallen off a little bit though, and he's going to come under pressure from Michael. Curb strike there. Oh, Michael got past Martin. Nice. Oh, I messed that up. Yeah. Try and keep the pressure on Evgeny as much as I can. Oh, yellow flag up ahead. Might have had a bit of an off-track excursion, like I nearly had there. Oh, not ideal. Bit confused about who's in the crew. I know they use liveries, and some of them are in different teams to the For Fun event. Really? I don't think any of them were. From what I saw, at least. They all look like they were in the usual Thunder Crew get up. They obviously all run different colors, and I think Joachim has some extra like sponsors on his car. I can't remember what it's for. Well, I don't know what it's for, but it's he does have a couple of extra sponsors on his car. So I don't know if that threw you off. Yeah, they use the TC liveries on the results page. Some of the names are in different teams. Dunno. Might be a weird thing with the way it's set up in For Fun. I'm not sure. I couldn't tell you. They might even have affiliations with these other teams. Evgeny's really pulling away from me now. I'm slipping. But yeah, it was an atrocious lap from me. Again, he's kept pretty consistent. I've been falling off in terms of pace. Wow, the car really didn't get stopped there. What the fuck? Okay. Hit the brakes and nothing happened. Double jobs in sim racing. Double agents. Exchanging information with one another. Yellow flag up ahead again. Terry seems like he's taking some trips through the gravel. Oh, I really snagged that curb there. God, with the way I have this camera position, it makes it really hard to see the rev lights on the steering wheel when I'm putting in any kind of steering. And that's what you do a lot of here at MoSport. Okay, I've getting lost a bit of pace that lap, but I was still shit. Need to make sure I get the car stopped at the turn one this time. Otherwise I'm going to have Michael and Martin on mid-chaff soon, which I ideally don't want. God damn it, I fucked that up. Now the flags usually mean I leave the boundaries. Boundaries are not always equal. No, I know that, but it means they've been off the track. That's what I mean. He's taken excursions off into the grass like I have done now. Which means Matteo's pushing his luck a little bit up in the lead when he doesn't really need to. My God, what am I doing? I can't fucking drive this car anymore. God. Still bad that lap. It was a little bit better. Still crap. They might just find the sweet spot where they can extend and not lose time. Probably, but still risking it. He's like 7 seconds in the lead. Safe to say he can bleed off on the lap times a little bit without compromising much. But then again, I guess you could say in my racing approach, I'm probably more on the spectrum towards Prost's end than Senna. Most. And I guess Matteo is probably more on the Senna end. Oh my God, please, car. I think I need to focus on just safeguarding this third place. I think Evgeny is a little bit too far out of the question. He's gotten this nailed. Whilst I have not. I'm making too many mistakes. AM2 did make it in. Mateo, 7 seconds lead. Tobias. Yeah, there's always one. I mean, Mateus in the race earlier. Actually, to be honest, Mateus had a rare drop. He had been dominant all season. What am I doing here? Brain fart moment around the chicane. What happened? I didn't lose too much time from it. Been dominant all season. And I'd say he got the win today out of luck, really. Oh, Evgeny taking a big plunge off into the gravel. That's really not going to help him out. But it's not really going to get me back up into it as much as I would have wanted. He still has a pretty comfortable lead. But yeah, Mateus in the Lotus has been dominant. I think he's won every race. He almost didn't this week because Mattia finally took a really tight challenge to him. But he unfortunately got killed by a back marker who kind of got caught in a bit of a rabbit in the headlights kind of moment. He saw the faster cars approach and he didn't know where to go. And they both ended up on the same piece of track and wrecked. I mean, you hate to see it, like rookies struggling in their first races, but you do then have to kind of question that should you really be using these platforms if you're like struggling a lot as it is? I don't know. Some interesting food for thought. God, front end's starting to go off now. Because, like, I don't know. I personally know I signed up to SRS in 2018. I didn't do a single race until 2020. I then stopped racing until late 2021. You know, I didn't properly get into SRS until late 2021, and by that point, I had done a shitload of races in AC, and I had some vague confidence in my skills. I knew I wasn't the fastest guy out there, but that was the reason why I joined. I wanted to get in with people who were going to kick my ass and have bigger competitive fields to what I was used to, you know, to help me sort of have some fun racing, but also hone in a bit more. Become a better all-around racer, and it's definitely worked for that regard. But, you know, I feel like before you jump into these ranked systems, you should at least be able to get the car around the track without crashing. You know, you could turn consistent laps, even if you're like 10 seconds off the pace. You know, it's maybe at that point, you should start questioning what you're doing wrong. But, you know, as long as you can keep all four wheels on the track for the whole race, and you know enough of the basic racing etiquette to avoid getting into any drama, I don't see, you know, then you know, you're fine. But if you don't know basic racing etiquette, and you struggle to keep the car on track, I think you really do have to start sort of questioning, should you really be doing this right now? Maybe they have no other options. I mean, the AI could surely probably put up a good enough fight for them at that level. That's what I did. Before I started racing online, I raced the AI a shitload. I mean, the AI aren't the best teachers, but they, you know, they're there. You can mess around with them and get some... Who's this about? It's just... Oh my god, I'm fucking up. I'm just more giving a general thing about, like, rookies in going into ranked systems. Like, you know, what is the minimum level that should be accepted into these systems, you know? Everyone thinks a sim racing is a serious thing. Yeah, but I mean, like, then you shouldn't... I mean, that... I don't really... Like, with that point, that's even less of a reason to get involved into systems like SRS and the sorts, because you know people on this system are going to take things more seriously, because that's their whole point, you know? If you don't want to take sim racing seriously, then you find places where other people... It's still a ranked system, Adam. I don't give a shit about, like, what you think about the state of SRS, because it's not really relevant to the point. I'm just saying that this is... People come to SRS because they want more, like, proper competitive racing. That's why they keep coming back, you know? And if you're not here for that, then what is really the point of being here? There are plenty of AC public lobbies out there that host a variety of casual races. You know, like... And there's Chateau, there's Toge, there's all the drift servers. There's all sorts of stuff there if you want a more casual Assetto Corsa experience. That guy's parked in the gravel. Interesting. I think he's walked back to the pit lane. Yeah, like, SRS is not where you'd go if you just want to have a chill out with the lads. That most of them come here for the rating stuff. No, but they should come here with the knowledge that this is... People are going to take things more seriously here. You know? Because that's the whole point. I have very little fuel. I should have enough to get to the end, though. I hope. Cutting it tight. But I know, speaking from my personal experience from when I first started sim racing, I knew I was not cut out for these systems. For, like, joining in. Because, you know, I could not handle a car at a competitive level. Well, you know, at a good enough level to really not cause an issue for these guys. Oh my god, I'm just... And we finished. Here we go, I'm going to run up before I get to the... Yep, there we go. Oh, just whisker of fuel. Only just. Like it was gonna crash into me. No, he just stopped. Okay. Get the fuck out of here to another planet. Some just kind of content creators now host sign up to a few. Yeah, but I don't know. It's Hygiene, for example, saw James races, sign up, did the races he didn't care whatsoever about the ranking system. Yeah, well, neither did I. I mean, I don't know, I think you're getting a bit too hooked up on the ranking side of things. I'm more talking about the mentality of the people who are going to be doing these races. People come to these races for a more serious racing experience. Whether the rating matters or not doesn't matter. Like, I don't really care about the rating. It's cool to see the number go up, I will admit that. But I don't care if the number goes down. It means it has no bearing on anything. But, you know, I'm just thinking that, like, I don't know. I feel like some people should maybe think a little more before they try joining into these platforms. And think a little bit more about what they're getting themselves into. Because it usually leads to more problems than it really helps solve. Guy in front of me ran out of fuel, he slowed down. I ran out, I finished on like 0.2 liters of fuel. And I ran out of fuel before I made it to the first turn, after I'd crossed the finish line. So I wouldn't surprise me if he ran short. Because I very nearly ran short. There's only 2 people for the Fun Cup. Oh, there's 3 now. So we might get a race going. Magion's kind of shit. Oh well. Whereas 5 liters for laboratory test the fuel penalty. Oh no. No. Let's see. Blah 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 blah. Came first. The rest of the racing stay for the trolling. Cheers, Michael, for the congrats. AC System, service rookie. Blah 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 blah. Hey, you were saying Smirnoff domination in the NASCAR. I assume you mean the Trans Ams. Yeah, he dominated in those. How's your schedule looking for late November? There's an IndyCar community race with safety cars and all that for AC, hosted by DDF on Just Race. What track is it going to be on? Before it gets sunk too far. I just want to quickly get down there. I have done like nothing with DDF's community, so I don't really know anything about it, but I mean, fictional. Is that his like Thermalito track or whatever it's called? I know he designed like a track or something. I remember hearing about, because I think James did it last year. Or something along those lines. Yep, okay. Maybe. Let me get... Haha. Crap, that's all. That's because I had Content Manager, didn't I? Transform. Fit to screen. Voila. We good. Okay, let's take a look at the results. I didn't get a chance to look at the Exige results, so let's take a look at those. Mateus 1, Luca 2nd, Mattia unfortunately with 3rd, Yari 4th, me 5th with an incident point, Stuart, Alexi, Phil, Michael, Paul, 1 and 2. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. How many? Oh, 20 incident points. Ouch. It's a wide browser, is it? I don't know. It's 1080p. I don't think it's that wide. Talking about race experience, you see how RR's ranked system turn out. They're pretty much public lobbies where you could be removed if getting too many incident points. Yeah. And that's why I haven't touched Race Room's ranked servers since I did those 2 races of James the other week. Because it was like, oh yeah, this is just a fucking mess. 4th and 6th. That's pretty decent. I was a bit bummed I got held up in qualifying. Could have been ahead of Phil, but it didn't matter too much in the end. Mateus obviously with the fastest lap, 2:02. That. Let's look at the overall standings. Mateus takes a perfect win. Yeah, cheers, Michael, for showing up. I'll see you next week at the start of your new championship. I already have the car, so that's good. I didn't bought it a little while ago for another race. So should be good and ready to go, hopefully. But yeah, see you around. Cheers for racing. It was good fun. And yeah. Alright, so where did I end up? 5th overall. I think that's pretty much where I was. Yeah, I think that's basically where I was. So I haven't moved anywhere since last round. Yari unfortunately lost a spot because he missed VIR. Oh, Michael jumped Stewart. Or did Stewart climb up? I can't remember. There. Oh, Tim. That's unlucky. 53 points. Ooh. It's gotta hurt. 2 more for Fun Cup, yeah. We need just a couple more. Hopefully we get a race. It'd be nice to wrap it off with an actual Fun Cup race. Of course, TTRS, Matteo dominated. He is over a second lap faster than everyone. Evgeny was just a little too fast for me to catch. Then it was me. Then it was Michael. Michael and Martin had a nice tight battle all the way through. Very clean field we had here. M2, despite missing the start, was able to avoid going a lap down and put in some pretty respectable lap times. Not last, so I might count that as a win. I guess he did go a lap down. Okay. I read the numbers wrong. Yeah, I wouldn't. Don't stress yourself over it. Well, that's not really the way to put it, but you know, don't force yourself to race if you don't want to. I can just shitpost around again, like I did last stream. So that was a good bit of fun. Yeah, looking at the laps. 3rd overall in the lap times, I'll take that. 3rd overall in the race pace, I'll take that. It's likely going to drop as this week goes on, but pretty decent for now. As the standings run, I am 3rd overall, but Mauro will definitely overtake me. Oh, it's going to be tough for Alexi. He did get a win last week at Portimao, so he might do. He might be able to take me if he can get a win. But other than that, it's going to be pretty tough, I think. Actually, maybe not. Nah, he just has to get on the podium, I think. So, yeah, I think Alexi's going to jump me. Tobias? Nah, Tobias isn't going to be able to do it. So, I think, realistically, I'm going to end up 5th in this championship. If, Mauro will definitely jump me if he races, and I think Alexi, as long as he gets a good enough result, I think he's in with a good chance of jumping me also. So that is that. We can close that for now because we are done with that. A new track for you. Interesting. Most isn't too challenging though. You'll definitely cope with it just fine. So. Ay. How much time have we got? 12 minutes. I guess we could do a little bit of practice, but that'd be the sensible thing to do. I'm not planning to just do the 3. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's see, where is Fun Cup? I will say, Fun Cup, a bit of a miss. Not a fan of, not the biggest fan of the Fun Cup. Had some fun battles, but I don't think it's really been that good of a car. Magion is a poop track as well. I don't know why. I don't know why Enrique's picked Magion. Oh, M2's registered, so we got the 5. Nice. If we get a 6th, you might not even need to join, Adam. Depends on if we get a 6th. Alright, let's do a couple of laps, I guess. I got the time to. Siri struggles to get official races, Craig. A bit of a mess. Well, I mean, I guess that backs up my opinions if other people aren't interested in racing it also. Shit, what was the last race we did? It's been so... was it Brands Hatch? I think we did a race after Brands Hatch, didn't we? Oh, we did Oran Park. I did that with Handy. It didn't count, though, because it was just me and Handy. Let's see how this drives. Probably not very well, but we'll see. But I don't know. It's a car that... It's a very weird driving car. It's a car that... Magior... No, not Magior. Magion. Like, O-N-E. And only one G. Never driven Magior, but it's probably better than Magion. But that's not a hard thing to achieve. But yeah, this car is weird, because it doesn't have a lot of grip. Which means that you're constantly teetering on this balance between understeering and just... like, having no turning at all, or having way too much rotation. And it's not... It's a really not fun balance to be in. Should be a real trick on Ironically. Huh. Interesting. There's definitely a mod for it in AC somewhere, so if you wanted to fiddle around with it in AC, you probably could. But, yeah, like... I don't know. This car, to me... As I said, it can put on some fun racing. I'm not convinced it's going to here, because it's Magion. But, I almost drew an analogy to, I almost like to draw an analogy to race room cars. I feel like it kinda... It drives very differently to race room physics. But to me, it kind of feels similar in the sense that I'm constantly teetering a balance between understeering and spinning out. And I find it really hard to get the car into that sort of like nitty-gritty balance that I want. And the VW Cup is not fun, it's just the VW Cup. Well, this technically is not a Volkswagen. It's like its own chassis. But obviously it's derived off a Volkswagen Beetle. Joining the Toyota series, we could name the series Racing. It's Takabi's girlfriend, god damn it. So it's just called the Cup then. Well, it might as well be. It's... But in real life, these cars might actually not be as bad to drive. I mean, I sure hope they're not. Just an old account I had from when I was cringe AF. Oh, locked up. Oh, Christ. I cannot get the apex of this first turn at all. Golf is pretty... Oi! Golf is pretty cringe. I don't mind golf. I mean, I've never watched golf, but I don't mind doing it. Golf can be quite relaxing. That being said, I have never actually been to a golf course in real life. I wouldn't mind doing it, and just never had the opportunity to. Done crazy golf, though. Who hasn't? Oh god. But yeah, like, I don't know, I just have to drive this car really weirdly, and it's weird in a way that I don't really like all that much. I still have that initial DUD specialist video. It now has 2K views for some reason. Who the fuck watches it? You'd be surprised. Most viewed video on my channel, and still keeps getting the most views out of all, is a video of an emulated version of Arcade Stage 4, but the sound is so broken and the physics are so warped that I'm like on oil constantly, sliding around everywhere like as if there is no traction at all. And oh fuck, I was paying attention. And what do you call it? The audio sounded like I was thrown in the cabinet down the stairs. I was taking a jab at Initial D at that remark. To be honest, it's been so long since I interacted with Initial D stuff that I'd forgotten most of it. Do all British people love football? No, I don't. I don't really have any interest in the game, and how terrible the state of the sport and how terrible the fans are doesn't really make things. Yeah. I knew Miko was playing golf. Actually, it's cringe I had to say why I'd be 10 chat comments. What is the time? Okay, it's about time to join in the race. This setup feels okay enough. I don't think I'm going to be able to get much better out of this car. So, let's, fingers crossed, hope for the best. That I don't just fucking die. And we'll go. If Assetto wants to work. How many people we got in the end? Oh, we had 5. Okay. Thank you, really need to be patient with the grip and trail brake a lot with this car. Not really. It's just the driving strategy of this car is to send it and then cope and seethe when it spins on you. Now, I have no clue, looking at the field here, I enjoy Initial D for what it is. There's not many good quality racing anyway. I mean, it's really, really, like, cheesy, though. Like, I don't really know if I could call it good racing, because a lot of the things it does just simply get wrong about racing. I was forgetting the track that we drove last time again. Arg. We're at Mogion, which I think is a KS. No, it's not a KS track. But yeah, looking at the grid. Well, Adam said he's not going to be doing the race. He's just going to do 3 laps and put it in the pits. So that's Adam out of the question. Paul Sapanaro, he was in the he's in the TT race, but these cars are very different, so he might have better luck here. M2, we've had a good battle with him at Zandvoort. Hopefully, he's gonna be able to pick up the slack here at Mogion and bring a fight to me again, because, well, we're not gonna hold a candle to Antonio. He's just here so he can get his win, say he's won the championship and leave. No fictional racing over 1-to-1. Yeah, it's very true. I guess my main problem with it is the community and the perception of said community that, like, it's built around it. Because it talks a lot of guff. Like, a lot of the shit they spout in races is just complete nonsense. Like, complete technobabble nonsense. But, like, people will believe it as, like, fact, and it's, like... You can tell, like... Honestly, you could tell when you're dealing with an Initial D fan about physics, because they have a very particular way of talking about how to drive a car that it's just like... It's weird. Like, it's weird. It's almost... It doesn't sound like a human is talking to you. Because they're almost just recycling the same techno-babble that, like, Ryosuke and stuff spout in the show, and it's like... Yeah, okay, bud. Shut up. Never been a part of any communities for any show I watched, so I can't tell. Fair enough, fair enough. I see, sometimes it's best to keep it that way, yeah. Wow, that was pretty slick through there. Yeah, from what I saw from what Massad's doing, because he's been posting his laps. I mean, he's the fastest guy in these cars, so obviously he knows what he's doing. He's kind of like just skating the car around, letting it do its own thing, which is quite hard to do. So it is her. God, putting me on the spot here. I mean, I guess I'd have to say Formula 1 fans, because the problem... Obviously, Initial D, nothing is real. Formula 1 has the fact that it's real, and so these people end up, you know, they end up getting, like, overly emotional about these people, and, you know, throw genuine, like, threats and harm at them, and it's like, yeah, okay, bud, you've gone too far. Also, I think F1 fans, now, F1 is constantly growing and growing and growing and growing, obviously, and I think we're reaching that point now where we're starting to tap into the football hooligan audience. I think you know the ones I'm talking about. I don't think I really need to explain it much. And they're not really the guys you want to be having in your fan base. For, like, anything, really. Because they're loud, they're noisy, they're... Careful, but don't talk bad about F1 or I'll put Bojo in charge of your country again. Oh crap, that's practice over. Okay. Well, I mean, we don't even know Fred, who's at the moment, for all we know, Bojo might be better than both these next prime ministers. Oh, well, clearly I'm better than old Truss. Who knows, he might do better than the old Sunak. I mean, it's too early to say, because Sunak's only just gotten in, but we don't know. So if I join the tournament with the Tofu Box and AC, I'm just going to be the local Latifi. I mean, as long as that doesn't include the incidents that alter the championship side of things, then I think, you know, you should be fine. As well, no, actually no, Latifi has crashed into people. You ideally don't want to do that either. And sometimes you really can't avoid it, but you know. I think that's the key thing about these systems, though. You don't... when getting into more serious online races, I think, you know, you don't have to be fast, because you never know what the... Oh, M2's binned it. Rip. You don't have to be fast, because skill is relative, you know? But I think as long as you are, like, respectable and know race etiquette, I don't see any reason why people shouldn't be on the track. Fuck's sakes. Trying to qualify here, but piss off. Okay, hang on. I have to read the chat down the street. I was gonna read it earlier. Got distracted by trying to ban sex spot into corner. Well, I see from initially the series itself, the re-edits are about as long as you repeat. Pretty much enjoy all of that. Fair enough. I have... It's a weird way to say it, I guess. I guess you could say I've almost outgrown all of that stuff. I mean, it's not to throw any shame to people that still do enjoy it, you know, it's your choice, but... And there was something that I enjoyed once, but now that I've grown older, I don't really anymore. If that makes sense. Oh, sliding around all over the place. Unless you do a rally early, is a great thing to knock my racecraft around other cars to zero. I mean, like, not making a fool of yourself in online racing is pretty easy. To be honest, the key thing is to just know your place and not panic. Know your place, not panic, and don't do anything stupid. Those are the... Which, obviously, I guess is easier said than done, but I mean... You know. And by know your place, I don't mean like you get down and you stay down trash. I mean like whenever you go into a race, one of the things I always do mentally is I try and frame where I stand in the race. You know, what is realistically possible? What should I be achieving for? You know, and so like. I then have an idea of, you know, what my goals are, where I want to be, and what risks I should and shouldn't be taking. Because if I go into a race and I qualify 10th, top 5 is doable. But a win? Not really. You know? And so that's the thing. I think figuring out where you stand in races is a very important thing. Yeah, but that doesn't, you know, if you get an opportunity to punch higher than you predicted, you should always take it. Because, I mean, why not? But it means that, like, you know, when you have an idea of where you want to be, then it makes it a lot easier to be in that spot. Because you've prepared yourself to be there. Shit. Better than 2 decades a year beating the past 2 years. Safe to say I like the genre. Fair enough. Don't make yourself look bad, meanwhile my heart rate looking like stock market when I'm loading into quali. And yeah, it will be like that for the first couple of races, but, you know. I think that's the thing, is, you know, as long as you follow common sense, you shouldn't run into any real troubles. As long as you can keep the car on track, hold a racing line, and be predictable, then I don't see any reason why. No, faster lap? Fuck. Honestly, I'd love to help people, I'd love to do a thing where, you know, I help people go faster in sim racing and stuff. You know, help them, you know, sort of find the ropes a bit more and get up to pace. But I don't really know how I'd really want to go about it. And the thing is that people have also got to be wanting to do it. If nobody wants to do it, then what's the fucking point in doing it? I don't know, it's just saying the rattles around. My problem is that I could do all the practice or whatever, but I still get anxiety nervous. Dude, you see how much I sweat my hands off on the controller in any online thing? Yeah. I mean, it's something that you've just kind of got to train yourself out of. I still do get nervous for some online things I do, but, you know, once you begin to... I've done 200 races in SRS now, so... You know, these days, I'm not really... I was really nervous when I did my first year SRS starts, but now that I've done 200 starts, you know, it's like, I don't really care too much. I know most of the people, they know me, and we keep things pretty respectable. Cheers, Virgilia. Good to see you around. Oh. Catch up on that chat in a sec. Just trying to see if I can edge in a bit of a better quality lap here. I know it's definitely possible. Help if this car isn't so awkward to get around the track. Fuck, I've lost all the time. God damn it. Alright, well, I guess we... I'm clawing it back. No, I'm not. Less button and you're beating as you still find gems. There's so many cool songs out there, I agree. Yeah, I don't want to make SRS go blah, idiot banned in the second race due to penalty points or whatever. Yeah, as Adam said. Yeah, it's a natural progression, fearing the unknown. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Until you know how things are going to be, you're always going to be scared. You'd be surprised... Yeah, exactly. You'd be surprised how many idiots still hang around on SRS. I think as long as you don't do anything egregiously stupid, and if you apologize and you admit your mistakes and whatnot, you know, because it's natural. People make mistakes. I have seen top level, like some of the highest ranked drivers on the system, turn up into a race and cause a huge kerfuffle into the first corner because they've gotten a little too over aggressive and they've caused a huge pile up that's like made shit hit the fan big time, you know? But it's like, you know, they apologized after for it and everyone was fine. Yeah. A few egos were bruised, but that happens. So hang on. I'm trying to try out this lap. Okay, on a straight. I'm losing time. Piss. But we'll see. Yeah, cheers, Evgeny. You were too quick. You were too quick for me. I kept making mistakes. And cheers, yeah, for the wishes. Cheers, Adam, as well, for the wishes. I need to brake for this corner. So I need to look away from chat again. But see, look, this car kind of understeers, and I want to provoke it with the throttle. But I'm always scared of provoking it with the throttle, because if I have to, like, feather it, because if I do it just a little too hard, the car is then going to snap around on me, like it just tried to do there. Oh no, I'm losing a lot of time. No. God damn it. I lost like 2 temps. Piss. I think that's pretty close, actually. That's it for qualifying, though. Okay. I want to maybe add a couple of PSI on the left here. I guess I'll just even it out. That'll probably do me. Wow, yeah, that was actually pretty close. So people take SRS very seriously, so I don't want to mess up. Yeah, I mean, like I said, as long as you don't do anything hilariously stupid, You have nothing to worry about in SRS. Shit, what was the lap time? 129, wasn't it? Divided by 89, 13 laps. So I'm gonna fuel for about 11 liters in. Watch a bit of your stream. Wanted more PVs on the not. Oh, bloody hell, Evgeny. Really shame since the guys did get a lot of new people. Yeah, it did seem a bit of chaos. So I tended for a league race where everyone practices 100 laps, even the mistakes way more like. Good luck with the bugs. Yeah, hopefully this goes well. Not the most confident in driving these cars, but it seems like this might be a bit of a quiet race. I think Masana's going to pull away, and we'll see what M2 can do. But yeah, you say where people practice hundreds of laps. I'll be honest, I don't like doing that. I like kind of just being able to. I mean, don't get me wrong. I will, if I feel the event needs some practice, I will put in a little bit of practice. But you know, just enough to really get a feel for what I'm doing and make sure I'm not going to make a complete tit of myself in the event. But other than that, I don't do any practice. Find it more fun that way. It means I have more. Not practicing means I have more time to enjoy more things. I'd rather spend my time in Sims having fun than just poodling around. And that's why I'll never be esports level. Because I simply just don't care enough about taking. Like, I take these SRS races quite casually. I do what I do. Things go wrong, things go wrong. I do sometimes get annoyed, but everyone gets annoyed. So I need to... Chat is going by quite quickly, and I have not been able to read it. Don't even know about the heads and the hands at the same time. Oh no. I did watch both their streams yesterday. It was a bit awkward though, trying to constantly tab between two at once. Alex took it really silently, but I'm sure it was painful here. Also, the 30 car on the server caused problems. Joachim is in our team. He said the CPU is overloaded because of the number of the cars that need to be generated. Damn. I guess maybe that explains why he was lagging so much then. Because he was having, like, performance issues. He was probably dropping a shitload of packets. Which is what caused him to be so laggy on other people's ends, I guess. How much to my Pinot eSporter. Indeed, learning as you go is more enjoyable on a daily basis. Yeah, well, I think I've more gotten to the level where it's... I don't know. I think I'm pretty comfortable. Oh, 127. Okay, Antonio. I'm pretty comfortable with the level I'm at. You know, I can be competitive in pretty much whatever I jump into with minimal practice. And I think that kind of... There is a bit of a double-edged sword to that, I guess, because I am at a level where it does mean that it makes some more casual stuff a bit harder to enjoy, I guess you could say. And I still have fun just racing and driving around, but I do almost feel like that I do sort of kill the fun for others in some of the more casual things, because I've sort of trained myself up a lot more on being more competitive. So even when I do things casually, I'm still kind of have a bit of a competitive sort of mindset in a way. Like, I still kind of approach things in a similar way. I just give even less fucks. I already don't give too many fucks here. I wasted talent. Damn. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that before. Grew everything brilliant in nothing. Eh. It's quite fun being a jack of all trades, master of none. I think I do almost feel like I do have a pretty unique skill set, though, compared to a lot of other sim racers, because a lot of my experience and learning in sim racing has been focused on being a better racer, rather than it has been necessarily about looking for all the loopholes in the sim and how to go super fast. I just drive how I drive, and I've been able to get up to that level where I can put in respectable enough laps. You know, nowhere near the aliens still, because I'm not an alien, but they enough to make my place on the grid of most races I enter worthwhile and not a complete waste of space. Jesus Christ, I'm sliding all over the place here. But, like, yeah, I spent a lot more time focusing on my racecraft, how to be a better racer. And I think, you know, it's kind of paid off in spades, because I may not be the fastest guy on track, but some of these people who are incredibly fast can't race for shit. And it means I just slip on by, and I'm like, right, thank you. I mean, on SRS, thankfully, there are a lot of other people who are also in, and, you know, who are, like, really good at racing, but, also really fast, which is why I like racing here a lot, you know. There's some really cool guys who are really fun to race against. We gotta do a no rules F1 2018 lobby subtitles of the classic class. I don't even have F1 2018 installed, and I don't have any interest in installing it. It's good as long as you're happy. I'm kind of trying hard, but shush you, saying you don't have the skill. You've got some serious pace, Evgeny. You just need to find a way to have better luck. I think that's your main pitfall. Cheers, Jim. Guess from it's because it's from the Slow Bros. Cheers, Rob, as well, if he's listening. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Totally get you. TV had a lot of fun as well, doing like 2 or 3 laps for during SRS server. Yeah, I mean, it's rare that I did like 3 laps for this race, and it's rare that I do that. Like the TTRS races, I do like hardly any practice. I just jump in and just use what I've kind of learned to go from there. I actually understand what used to. I used to work a pace at rally. Take the measured wing at 85 pace. Roach rally so much more fun. I did 100 laps for this race. Oh. But I think that's the key thing, is people learn things in different ways. I mean, as you said, I am the jack of all trades, master of none. And that's kind of how I've always tried to be in sim racing. You know, one of the main things that really got me going was doing sort of like private little community races with friends. And every time we'd race at a different car at a different track. And, you know, that sort of, it helped keep things more fun, because you know, we constantly changing up what we're doing, but it also really helped in learning to be adaptable, you know. I learned how to switch between cars to cars, learn how to transfer shit I learned from one car over into others. And when I joined SRS, obviously started doing that even more, started racing more in a week, racing more different cars. And with the quick succession between the races, it meant I didn't really have the time to practice. And so SRS kind of helped me push through and learn how to be adaptable quickly. Main floor is starting. Yeah. Easy trick in Assetto Corsa. Just whack the traction control off. If you trust your right foot enough, you'll get better starts without the traction control than you would with it. Like, I'm not even joking. That's literally how I get the starts I do in some of these GT series that we've done. I just whack the traction control off. I bang the throttle on the start, and I launch. You're fast too, and I think more consistent as well. Yeah, Evgeny is a rocket, but he refuses to miss it, or to admit it. Oh, I've gone deep. If YouTube's deleting my words, it just leaves the emotes. Oh, I almost spun there. Does the tune date 6 allow for ABS, if not pants? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think you can dial down the brake power. And that should help you out. It means you have to deal with longer braking distances, but you would have even longer braking distances if you locked up every lap, so. This has indeed made race bore of different cars and checks I was used to in my comfort zone. Consistency is not your forte. Yeah, that was a pretty casual night with the Griffiths. I have not really been thinking about this race too much. I've just kind of been putting away, doing my own thing. It's a miracle I'm still within, like... I can still see Antonio. Like, I'm surprised. All the other races, he's left me in the dust. I'm surprised. I'm kind of just hanging on in it. Not doing the greatest lap times, and I'm not. I mean, he might just be cruising as well, to be honest. No need to push too hard. If you don't have to, sort of deal. But yeah, like, I have come a long way since... I didn't really realize it till the other day when I hit 200 starts, but I have come a long way since I started on SRS, and that was just over a year ago, which is pretty crazy. I was absolutely pants at racing people when I first started in SRS, because I just had no confidence. I could have probably finished higher in that SRS race that I did, or the first round of James's BTCC championship, because I was you know, I was too shit scared to make an overtake. I didn't have the balls to do it, so I didn't. And it meant I got stuck behind some guy for ages until he finally opened the door and let me by. Whoop. Well, I only realised now. Yeah, it's a single seater. It's like it's a fully custom built chassis, I think. This Fun Cup. Is the TCR challenge? What's that? You're gonna have to give me more deets. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm gonna straight away say no, it's TCR. But I don't know, if there's an interesting enough reason to show, then maybe. If it's some sweaty bullsack esport hot lap thing, then no. Found out why livery was bug cutting edge apparently date 27 October, now's the 25th. How the whack has that happened? I don't know. Time traveler. How long got left in this race? 5 minutes, okay. It looks like Adam stayed in this race, which is interesting. But he said he was only going to do 3 laps. SimRacing GP TCR Worldwide Racing. Oh, it's another SimRacing GP thing. Okay. No, I'm not really interested in that. I don't have a SimRacing GP account even. Remember Adam tried to pester me into getting one, but I never bothered. How do you even get into that? Is it like hot lap leaderboard stuff? I don't know. If it is, it's even less reason for me to be interested. I don't like hot lap leaderboard stuff because I'm shit at hot lapping. Also, I am always of the opinion that hot lapping is more about time than it is skill. You obviously still need a lot of skill, but you're always going to be beaten by people who just have more time. No racing heats, I think, with 6 people. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I'm no good in touring cars, front-wheel drive touring cars. And I think the level that this will be at will probably be a higher level than what I can achieve. So yeah, no, I don't think I'm really gonna bother. Out of my league and not really in cars that I am good at or enjoy driving. I don't know why they keep... I'm assuming it's the same shitty TCR mod they used for the last thing. Well, I don't know. I just don't have much good interest in. I think TCR as well are some of like the worst group of front-wheel drive cars. I could tolerate some front-wheel drive cars, but those TCRs, from my experience from driving that Cupra Championship that James did and doing the driving them in race from a little bit, I don't know. TCRs just ain't for me. They're too bland of a car, really. They're too neutral in everything to really be good or enjoyable. Because you should stream RBS though too, maybe the dailies or whatever the ones you do. Maybe, but at the minute I'm pretty comfortable. I should probably make some more videos, but I am pretty comfortable with just the 1 stream a week thing. It helps make streaming more of less of a chore. I don't want to start doing too many streams a week, because otherwise that's a bit of a chore to maintain. But yeah, maybe I should start uploading some more rally stuff. I think it could be make for some interesting viewing material, but I don't really know what I really want to do with it, so. 90s BTCCs are about the only front-wheel drive cars I can really push. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, Antonia's really getting away from me now. I might have to start being careful with the fuel, though. There's only got 3 liters left in the tank. Fuel save time? I think I might be able to do it. You're decent with the Audi. Yeah, but the Audi's weird. Audi is weird. To call that thing a normal front-wheel drive car is weird. Like, the Audi is a strange car. And even though I am fast with the Audi, I can't deny that I've hated driving it, but it's definitely not... Like, I have so much more fun in, like, a rear-wheel drive compared to front-wheel. Like, I don't know, front-wheel drive doesn't really click with me as well. Oh, he's facing the wrong way. And So, like, I do actually struggle. Like, I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you how I have the pace I do with the Audi. Because it's unironically been one of the fastest cars for me this season. But I couldn't tell you how I do it. Because the front wheel, the way I drive, typically with front wheel drives, it usually can lead to some quick pace. But I usually can't really hold on to it. And it car keels over and dies like halfway into the race. I mean, I guess this one kind of does, but you know. I mean, who knows? I might have been able to have challenged you a little bit more. Well, I think you had the edge on me, but I think I might have been able to have kept on a bit more pressure. You know, had I have made less mistakes in that Audi race. And I mean, even in that race I won, I made quite a few mistakes there. Especially the one that cost Alex 2 places. Still feel a little bad about that, but you know, here's what it is, I guess. The thing is that the only real competitive series in AC like esports level kind of quick. Yeah. Well, it's final lap, okay. You're gonna make it on fuel, we're good. Practice more laps, so smack the shit out of me in Portugal. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Algarve, I hate that mod track. I hate it. It's garbage. But, yeah, I don't know. Portimao's a pretty neat track. It's not a track I would ever, like, spam out. But, it's a pretty fun track. That was a decent race. Nice, quiet podium. Too big. Oh well. You did more practice laps for Portugal. Oh no. That was pretty close pace-wise. I had the fast. Well, we're basically the same. Moral victory in Sector 2. I'm just here, control in hand. Any car that requires more input for me. The throttle, brake, shifting gears, handbrake is out of my grasp. Fair enough. Worst track, delete it. I didn't mind the track too much, actually. I usually don't like the track at all, but it wasn't too shabby for this car. I don't think any racing would have happened, but I don't know. I was just kind of cruising there. Wait, shit, I closed AC. I didn't want to do that. No. Nothing really happened that race, though, so nothing really interesting to show. I'll leave it closed. I don't think there's any reason to open it at the moment either. Pop this out. Voila. Paul gave you a reason to do more than 3 laps. Yeah, I saw you. You did the whole race in the end, I think. Never gained any delta. Anytime I try, I lose. I think that's more the car, really, than the track. This car is, it's interesting. But not necessarily in a good way. The race want to come through? No. Sporadically again in some sections that I'm never able to replicate. Yeah, it's a very hard car to be consistent in. I think that's I'm pretty certain that Massad was just taking it pretty chill. This race, because you know there was no reason for him to push, and pushing would have only led to him bottling it. You know, he had comfortable hand in the bag against me. So, no need to risk anything. what will be the car for next season? What, for my championship or for, like, other things? Mine? Well. Would have been a better race if we had a track that wasn't just hairpins and square turns. Yeah. Check the replay, you'll see why I stayed. I assume you had a bit of a battle going on. I saw you changed places. That's the wrong window. Whoops. Isn't it the time to reveal? Yes, it will be. Finally, I've got a race in. That was my first podium as well in this car. I mean, kinda would have been hard to not get a podium, given that there was only like 5 cars. You know, that's over a 50% chance to get a podium. But what kind of setup did I do? I don't remember. I used whatever I had for Oran Park, which is a mild derivative of whatever I had for the previous race, which is a mild derivative of whatever I did for the race before that, and what was a mild derivative of the race before that. I'm merciless, what do you mean? Look, alright. I was saying about the podium, because you look at how many cars... Oh, shit, do I still have Chrome up? I do. Okay. Whoops, there you go. Yeah, look how many cars are here, alright? You have an over 50% chance of finishing the race on the podium. It doesn't matter who's here. You have a 50% or a 60% chance of finishing on the podium in this race. Well, yeah, not the first podium for you in this car. It was for me, though. I'm pretty certain. Can we run a mod livery on SRS? You can, yes. Did I finish at the podium in Zandvoort? I don't think I did. I thought there were 3 cars ahead of me. Oh my god. Bloody hell. That was ambitious. Alright, we've got to see what built up to that. Yeah, so you see here, I'm looking at Adam's car. And you see his car's white. That's because I'm lazy and did not use the skin app to grab his custom livery. But he did. He has a custom livery on this car. But I haven't downloaded it, so I can't see it. Yeah. But SRS allows you to pick the livery that you want to run before you start each race. And there are certain requirements you can go through to go through like a skin transfer app. Oh, okay. Oh, little kiss. If it was a CPU, probably might need a stronger CPU, probably. But yeah, I mean, yeah, you got a big rod on him, but I do think you maybe should have backed out of this one. Like, man, no fucks given, he was going for it. Jesus, I mean, I admire the optimism, but yeah, as Fred said, it was never gonna work. The guy was not gonna give you any track space, so there's no point even trying to force any. But I guess that got Adam in kill mode. Had to go and get his revenge. Here we go. Oh, he went very wide there. Ooh. Oh, he got a bad run. Is he going to send it under braking? Last of the late breakers. Oh. Hey, where the hell was this guy braking? Fucking hell. He's... I'm sorry, but what? Why is he braking all the way back here? It's miles before you start braking. I mean, yeah, you outbraked him, but my god. He was like, nah, I'm not even gonna try challenging you under braking. I'm just gonna let you have it. I mean, if you didn't have the confidence to do so, then fair enough, but... Oh, did he get on the grass and spin? Oh, no. Oh, no. He pushed too hard and whoop, there you go, he's dead. Need better glasses to see the corner from where he hit the brakes. You're not wrong. And I guess Adam held on to that till the end. And he did. Nice. Oh shit! Pressed the wrong button. Meant to go back. But you did good to catch up after that first incident. Cause you lost a lot of time from that, and you pulled it all back. Let me go and grab the car, and then I'm gonna grab the interesting track we're going to be running next season. RaceDepartment works. I mean, RaceDepartment should work. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. Actually, now that I think about it, now that I've changed the car, I might change the layout of Donington that I'm using to the National. I did have the GP because I was originally using faster and bigger cars. But I think now that I've downscaled the car quite a lot, probably use the National one. I think it might be a bit better. Okay, I can't spell. Quick race against AI. Yeah, let's do a full 32 car grid. What could go wrong? 5 laps starting last. Yep. Yep, sirree. There we go. The beast. Well, not really a beast. Slow box. But it should be a fun box. Should be a fun box. I tried it around the tracks that we got here. I doesn't want to go into gear. There we go. Got it into gear. Why is my pedals gone? I just noticed my pedal went. There you go. Voila. Don't have a lot of speed. Uh-oh. Well, hopefully this doesn't happen. Yeah, see, you could change the brake pad though if you're scared about locking up. Alright, let's try that again without crashing into turn 1. Please tell me one of the races will be nighttime. No. No. How would it be nighttime? We don't use CSP, so... And without making people have to install some... Oh my god, they're What are the AI doing into this corner? They're going, like, nowhere. Ugh, Aceto AI. I love them. I'm braking like you normally would into that corner, and they're just sat there. You can race if you have CSP. It just... You can race if you have it, it's just SRS doesn't require it. Yeah, look, they're going so slow. Fucking hell. We're taking like half the grid already. What are the AI doing? They're drunk. I didn't catch, saw how rough it was, just wanted to see yours dice use how you felt about it. Well, hopefully when we actually run this track, it's not going to be like this. Hopefully I don't lock up into a tire wall. Fuck. Sponge brakes. Right, CMA is a lot slower than the original. Sure, it's the AI that's bad. Fuck you. If you don't use CSP, it sounded very north of you. I'm not really sure what you mean by that, but okay. Oh, he just braked in a fucking straight rod. What's he doing? Okay, hopefully the AI should figure themselves out. They should be more composed this lap. Oh my god, these brakes are sponge! Oh, 3 wide, fucking hell. He's still there at my inside. Oh, I've given the guy ahead of me a bit of a kiss because he was going slow. He's weaving in a straight line. I'm gonna send one up his inside. Unlock the brakes. No murder committed here. Shit. Hey there, AI. Fuck. Okay, it's enough of that. I was... Oh god, yeah. I just jumped on the brakes, it was like, no. Yeah, it's totally how I'm going to drive in the championship. For sure, for sure. But yes, I was originally planning on running a much bigger Toyota. But in the end, I decided last minute to switch out for a much slower Toyota. Yeah, there's a folder in the car folder for liveries, for like skins and stuff. You just plop it in there. I should like get fucking free wide through there. But yeah, I don't know, I think Kunos Drift 1 make... No, never. I picked this because it's still a race car. It's a plucky little touring car. I think this car will attract a lot of interesting people. Well, we'll see. I mean, maybe I fit into that interesting crowd of how I was driving here. I think it should be a fun little car, though. This track is also going to be fucking wild. Because, yes, this is one of the tracks that we're going to be running. Brand new track to SRS. It's the St. Petersburg Street Circuit from IndyCar. As I said, this was originally going to be for much bigger, faster cars, but I think these should put on a bit of a wild ride on these tracks. They're quite, it's, for what it is, for it basically a cheese wedge on wheels. It's a surprisingly nimble car. However, one thing that's going to be obvious this championship is that everyone who runs, we're going to be seeing a lot of this livery at the back of the grid. They're not going to be at the front. They're going to be at the back. Because we all know we all know how these guys are at driving. Been a while since I saw this car on SRS. Never drove it on SRS actually. Well, now's the chance. New South African track going to be good for these kind of cars and laser scan. What happened to the LMP1? Blame Donnie. Wow, you can get away with really cutting that in the race, can't you? I was all 4 wheels off. Blame. Well, I found out, Fred, that Michael and Donnie were running the LMP 900s. And I don't know, I thought then I kind of wanted to change to something a little different. I get my prototype fix in Donnie's championship, and I get to crash an old AT shoe in mine. Boo, very boo. Time to run the tech could be Livy just to spite me. Well, I mean, best make sure you're not going to put it at the back of the field then. Or maybe that's you stating that you're going to put it at the back of the field. Who knows? But yeah, that is what I have now picked. I've locked that in with Enrique, so I mean, Fred, you're not even going to be racing, so I don't know why you're getting so head up about this. I can give you the full list of tracks. Let me bring those up. So we'll be starting at Road Atlanta. For the season opener, using, I assume, still the 2021 version. Then we go to the St. Petersburg Street Circuit, what I was just doing there. Then we go to Donington Park. It's the Grand Prix circuit at the moment, but I'm going to ask Enrique if I can switch it to the national one, because now we're using touring cars. Well, I'm not showing anything. I'm not intending to be showing anything, because I just have it written in a Discord message to Enrique, so I don't really... yeah, it's Donington Park GP at the moment, but I think the national layout would be more fun for these cars because of the chicane and stuff. Then we take a trip to Fort Grozny. That'll be a fun track in these cars. And then we wrap the championship off at Okayama GP. Please tell me it's the short lap for Road Atlanta. No, it's the full layout. I think the full layout will be perfectly fine in these cars. And as I said, these track choices were originally for faster cars. Oh, yeah, I forgot to... Don't think I mentioned Vallelunga Classic. That's round 4. That's also going to be in there. I can also participate in the races from chat. Sure you can, Fred. I'm sure you can. But hey, smaller car, more tightly compacted field, therefore more crashes. So there you go, you'll be happy. That backstreet is going to take forever and needs more time for slipstreaming. I did test run all of these tracks. I don't think they're going to be too bad, to be honest. The backstreet it felt longer obviously than it did in faster cars, but I don't think it's going to be too long that it'll suck. I've never actually driven the shorter layout of Road Atlanta, but it doesn't look all that fun, so I've just never bothered. But I think this should be a fun selection of tracks for these cars. I think all of them are going to allow for a good bit of racing. So I think this should be a fun championship, I hope. Um, it's very long in slow cars. I mean, I didn't find it too bad. So I don't think it is going to be too bad. Besides, as I said, more room for slipstreaming. You'll be at the front, so of course it won't be bad for you. Well, you don't know that. You don't know that. I was slower in the Lotus than I want it to be. I definitely struggle with the Lotus more than I wanted to. I will throw that up there. Yeah, because I only got 5th, then 10th, then 8th, then 2 6th places, and I can't remember where I finished tonight. I think that was 5th. So that's 2 top 5s in the 6 races, which I don't know. I was maybe hoping for a little more, given that, you know, in the Trans Am I was in the top 10 every, or I was in the top 5 every race. Apart from the bullshit that happened at Milwaukee Mile. But, you know, if that bullshit didn't happen, I would have been in the top 5 there comfortably. And I got 2 podiums there. And then in the TTRS, well, obviously, I had 1 non-top 10 finish, and that was because I was shopping trolleying all over the place at Imola. And then 3rd place, 4th place, 2nd place, 1st place, and then I think it was 3rd this race? Yeah, 3rd. So, you know, can't really complain about that. But, yeah, I do think the Exige, I don't think I was as competitive as I wanted to be. So, hopefully, maybe in the 8.6, I can be a bit more competitive. I think it's a bit more open of a car, so hopefully it will sort of suit me a bit better. But we'll see. I'm looking forward to it. I quite like the selection of tracks I've picked out. I think they could be quite fun. So. Yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes. But anyways, I think that's it from me here. It's been an interesting SRS season, I will say. Funny you bring in an 8.6 when I announced an additional D-themed project. Well, purely coincidental. I was originally going to run the TSO 40. And then, obviously, when I was looking for other cars, I was obviously looking at the Toyota page. And I was like, oh, yeah, the A86 tuned. That could be an interesting little car to race. So, yeah, my experiment of seeing whether or not the James time slot can do higher powered cars will have to wait a little bit longer. Probably have to wait for 2 seasons, actually. Because I think next season will be the Christmas season. And I am already settled on what car I want for that, and nobody is going to stop me from having that car for next season. Hopefully. Fingers crossed, maybe. But yeah, overall, I think this SRS season, it was up and down. Indeed, yeah, it'll be the Christmas silly season, and I'll be bringing back a favourite from that. I've been waiting for bring this car back all year. So, hey there, how's it going? I'm just about to wrap up the stream, actually. So, you came at the worst time. Oh, yeah, see you, Vika. I'll see you around. But yeah, I'm excited to bring that little car back. Obviously, I'll reveal more when we get closer to the time. Because obviously, we got to get through this whole 8-6 championship first before we move on to that. But yeah, it's going to be spicy over the Christmas break. But yeah, nice. Before I ramble on too much, you know where to find me. I'm lurking around on Discord usually all the time, so people want to reach out to me or anything, you can. But yeah, I'm going to wrap off the stream now. So thanks everyone for showing up. Thanks everyone for racing. I think this Lotus Championship has been my best populated championship on SRS to date, so thank you a lot to everyone who showed up for that. It was awesome. We had some great racing. And yeah, hopefully they'll continue on into next championship. And I'm looking forward to see what the other championships are going to be in SRS. It's going to be exciting. Which Discord server should I look at? All of them. All of them. I could appear anywhere at any time. But anyways, yeah. Take care, everyone. Hopefully you had an awesome night. And I'll see you guys around. Adios.